everyone, welcome back to Edu Vibrant. Today I am going to discuss about control structures in Python. So what is a control structure? A control structure is a block of programming that analyzes variables and chooses a direction in which to go based on given parameters. In simple sentence, a control structure is just a decision that the computer makes. So the control structures are three types: sequential, conditional and looping. In sequential control structure, it is when the statements are executed one after another in order like this. You don't need to do anything more this to happen. Second one, conditional. It will check one condition. If it is true, it will execute one block of instruction. If it is false, then it will execute another group of instruction. This is conditional. It is used for decision making. And next one, looping. Looping means repeat a piece of code multiple times based on a condition. It will check the condition first. If the condition is true, it will execute a group of code or a piece of code multiple times. That is looping. So this is the example of sequential control structure. Here I have given three statements: print student, print computer, print laptop. So the computer will execute these instructions one by one, and I got the result like this, one by one. First it has printed student, then computer and then laptop. This is sequential control structure. We don't want to do anything more this to happen. It will execute sequentially. Next one is conditional control structure. It is used for decision making. In Python, if-else statement is used for decision making. Here is the syntax: if, then condition, then you should give a colon at the end of condition. Then you can give your own code under the if condition. In else part also, you should give a colon at the end of else. Then you can give your own code under the else part. If the condition is true, it will take the code under the if condition. If the condition is false, then it will take the statements under else part. So here I want to check my number is even or odd. Here x is defined as 8 and r equal to x mod 2. X mod 2 means modular operation. It will give you the remainder of division operation, x divided by 2. Here 8 divided by 2. So the remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, it will take this statement, print even. If the remainder is not 0, then it will take the statement, print odd. Here 8 divided by 2 is 0. So it will execute this statement, print even. So I got the result even. If the condition is false, it will execute the statement, print odd. Remember one thing, under the if condition, all the lines should be in indentation. That means should be in same space. And before entering the lines under if condition, you should give a 4 spaces or a tab before the statements. So this is all about if-else statement. Next conditional control structure is if, elif, else. Here elif stands for else if. For example, x is defined as 3 here. If x equal to 1. If this condition is true, it will take the statement print 1. If the condition is false, it will check another condition, elif x equal to 2. So elif is used for to check the condition. If this statement is true, it will execute the statement print 2. If the condition is false, it will check another condition, elif x equal to 3. If this condition is true, it will execute this statement print 3. Otherwise, it will print wrong input. Here the value of variable x is 3. So this condition is true here. If x equal to 3. This condition is true here. So it will execute this statement, print 3. So I got the result 3 here. So if elif is used for checking the condition. Next one is looping. Looping means repetition of a piece of code or group of instruction based on a condition. First one, while loop. The syntax is here, while, then condition, then you should use a colon. After this while statement, you can use your own code for repetition. Here I is defined as 1 and while I less than or equal to 5, the condition is I less than or equal to 5. It will repeatedly execute this instruction print computer until the condition becomes false. So here while in the first iteration I equal to 1, the condition is true here. So it will print computer on the screen. Then it will increment the value of I by 1. Now the value of I is 2. So it will again check the condition 2 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true again. So it will print computer on the screen. So it will repeatedly execute or repeatedly print computer on the screen until the value of I become 5. This is while loop. So the result is like this. This will repeatedly execute this instruction and print computer on the screen like this. Next one is for loop. For loop is actually working with a sequence data type or sequence data object or on range function. Here I have used a sequence data type list. Here X is defined as a list and it contains data items, name, age and place. And the syntax of for loop is like this for I in X. So here you can use any variable instead of this I. It will fetch the data items one by one from the list and print on the screen. Here you should remember one thing. You should use a colon at the end of this for statement. So here the data items are Sofia, 25 and Dubai. It will print on the screen like this. Next one is for loop with range function. Range function is used to produce sequence values. If we wrote like this range of 5, it will produce the values from 0 to 4. If we wrote like this range of 1, 10, it will produce the values from 1 to 10. Here 1 is the starting point and 10 is the ending point. Look at this example for I in range of 5. It will fetch the values one by one and print on the screen by using print statement. So the result is like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at another example for I in range of 1, 10. Here range function range of 1, 10 will produce the values from 1 to 10. Here is another statement if I mod to equal to 0. It will check if the number is even or odd. If the number is even, it will print on the screen by using this print statement, print I. So the output of this group of code is like this 2, 4, 6 and 8. So these are all about for loop. For loop always working with sequence data type or sequence data object or on range function. If you like this video, please subscribe to EduVibrant and press bell button to get notifications.